Okay guys, first up I have the Beco Gemini here. It is a really nice, thick, padded carrier right here. I don't know how well you can tell, but it's a really soft, thick foam right here. The bottom, the buckle on it, waistband is going to be, it's a little bit thicker. It's kind of got a memory foam feel to it. And it's a nice, thick, heavy, it's great for hiding a muffin top. If you want to eat that extra piece of cake and then put it on, nobody's going to know. You know, buckle it around the back when you put it on like all the carriers. This one has pulls in both directions. It's really nice for getting a good snug fit. And while you're back there, the buckle has a safety feature. You can't just take it off. You have to push this button and pull it off. It's kind of a pain in the ASS to do the first couple times, but you will get used to it. Sweet baby Eliza is asleep right now, so we're going to use Parker's Mr. Bear. He's about the size of Sweet Baby Eliza. We're going to use him to demonstrate how to get the baby in the Beco. So you're going to pull, like all of them, you put the baby in, pull the straps up. There is all of them, a little clip. You're going to clip right there. You can pull it to tighten it. Mr. Bear's not quite as big as Sweet Baby Eliza, so it probably needs to be tightened a little bit. And then you've got an adjustable head support here. You can either buckle it in, which is really good for when they're sleeping. It's going to hold their head nice and tight. Buckles on both sides. Or there's a snap. You can snap it down. And that lets them look up at you. You can kiss their head. They're going to look around, and people are probably going to come and touch them because for some reason baby wearing is still really novel to old ladies in Costco. They love to come up and check you out. Also on the side straps here, you've got a one-way pull, so you can pull it, you've got to pull it back. It is a little bit of a pain. You've got to pull it back when you're putting them in to tighten it. So there's just a one-way tightener. You can unbuckle here and cross, it's got the same safety thing. Cross your straps in the back. You're going to pull the straps around. And then you get a little bit more, it's a cross in the back here. And it's going to distribute your weight a little more evenly. It's going to hold them where it's not tugging on your neck. So that's the Beco. I would say I love that it comes in these pretty prints, these nice colors. It's great. It's very soft. It's very, I feel like they're very snug. It's almost like you're hugging them, the softness and the way that they're in here. But it's also very hot. It's hot as blazes here in Texas, especially in the summer. So this one is just too hot for me. If I was in a cooler environment, this would be awesome. But it is a little too hot for us here. My sister and my sister-in-law have both tried this one, and they both agreed that it's just, especially here in the heat, it's just too hot. It's really cute, but it's just too hot, and you don't have a hood. The other carriers that I'm reviewing today have a hood, so when they fall asleep, you can pull it over. You might not actually need that because this part is a little bit higher than it is on most. On the other carriers, it comes up a little bit higher, so you do have that structured head support, which is really nice, though. Okay, next I have the ErgoBaby 360. This is a spin-off of one of probably the most popular structured baby carriers, the original Ergo. The original Ergo does not allow you an outward-facing position, and I know a lot of moms and mommy groups will tell you, and even I'm sure there are some studies on it, that you shouldn't let your baby face outward. It's bad for their spine, and they're not ready to face the world head-on. But my Eliza and my sister's baby and my sister-in-law's baby, sometimes they just want to be out. And I'm not going to judge you for putting your baby face out because I put my baby face out and you better not judge me. Velcro. Yeah, there you go. There's the first downside of this one is definitely the Velcro. I love just about everything about this carrier except for this Velcro. Velcro sticks to everything in the washing machine. It sticks to my clothes. It sticks to the other straps. If I have my carriers in a pile, it eats my CatbirdBaby all to pieces because of the Velcro. And then also, so when you're putting it on, also really good for hiding the muffin top if you've got some going on, you're going to pull this around, and the Velcro is going to close up in the back here, which is great. It's on, it's secure, it's not going anywhere. But when you pull it off, you can hear that. That's a lot of noise going on right there. So if you're trying to do a dismount with your baby, there is, maybe your baby would, but my baby, there is no way I'm pulling that off and she's staying asleep. But aside from the Velcro, you've got really nice padded shoulders. It does have the thick band all the way around, so there's not a buckle pulling in your back, which is really nice. So you're gonna put it on, oh, where's Mr. Bear? Here's Mr. Bear. Hey, Mr. Bear. This is in the full width seat for inward facing. You're gonna pull it up. You're gonna do the same buckle in the back here. If I can find it, there's that one. Good gravy. There we go. Okay, you're gonna do that same buckle in the back there. This is too tight. There we go. The Ergo is run with buttons, so all of your adjustable pieces here are buttons. You've got a button here for the down. If you want it up for sleeping, I think that's pretty much the only time that you're going to have it up, is if they're really little and if they're sleeping. You're going to button it up. It has the one-way facing strap, the one-way straps here, so you pull forward to tighten if you're in the front. It's in a front carry. With the buckle. And all of these straps and all these carriers have these little elastic bands, so once you do get it set to the size you want, you can roll it up so that you don't have straps hanging off of you like some kind of army gear. That's what I always feel like in an army movie or something, with straps hanging off of me everywhere. So that's the inward facing. To do the outward facing position, you're gonna take it off, set your sweet baby down. Probably shouldn't let baby sit on fireplace mantles, but Mr. Bear's pretty safe. All right, so there's a button in here. Like I said, all of theirs are done by button. You're gonna unbutton it on both sides. And then there are two sets of buttons. So you've got the outward button for when you're doing an in face and the inward button for when you're turning them around. And you're gonna put this into the inward button to get the seat more narrow. On both sides here. And now you have a more narrow seat, and it's going to be more comfortable for little squishes to face outward. So to do an outward face here, I'm going to pull it up. Pop them in, and then you're going to want to button it down for the out so that they're not eating fabric. There we go. And you're going to do the same back flip, but I don't need to do that right now to show you this. Also on the Ergo here, you have, for when they are inward facing, there's a little zipper pouch. And you can pull out your hood. And that's if they're inward facing and they're sleeping, it's just really nice to be able to pull the hood up over their head. It keeps the sun off of them, makes it a little bit darker, a little bit quieter. We have Crazy Parker running around the house all the time, so it does kind of give them their own little comfortable, safe little sleeping environment here. So I do really like having the hood available. There is no pocket on the Ergo, so there's no place to put your stuff. If you're carrying it, you got to use your pocket to carry a purse. But other than that, it's great. I wish that there was a pocket, and I do not crazy about the Velcro, but everything else about the Ergo is just wonderful. All right, next we have the CatbirdBaby Piccolo. And the CatbirdBaby Piccolo is going to be a little bit different, or much different from the other three that we are reviewing today. As you can see, there's no thick padding here in the back, so it actually folds up really nice and small. Just grab all your straps. And as you can see, it folds up really nice and small. The other carriers don't fold up this well. This one can fit under the basket of your stroller, in your diaper bag. If you've got a big purse, it'll even fit down in your big purse, so it's really good for travel. It comes in these pretty patterns. There are, I want to say like 13, maybe something like that. Several really nice, cute patterns, which are fun. The buckles are kind of like, they remind me of airplane seat straps. They're really soft and flexible, so that helps it with the storage. And then you're going to actually wear the Piccolo at your natural waistline. So you're going to wear it a little bit higher than most of your other baby carriers. And it doesn't have the thick padded strap because you wear it higher. So there we go, it's your natural waistline. Look at Mr. Bear here. And now the shoulder straps also, they're this really nice memory foam. They're really comfortable for long-term use on your shoulders. It feels really nice. And just like the rest, you're gonna, oh, this is why I always wear a ponytail. Just like the rest, you're going to, goodness gracious, there we go. Buckle it at the top, pull it to where the tightness you need it. And as you can see, it's just a really nice, soft, comfortable, low maintenance, no bells and whistles. You do have a hood, and the hood has the snaps that are in different, or several snaps, so you can really adjust the height, how tight you want the hood to be when you have it on. It's a really nice privacy hood here. It's good for nursing or to keep the sun out of the baby's eyes, or just to let them nap, and it makes it a little bit quieter, gives them some privacy. It does roll up into a little pocket here, and when it's rolled up, it gives them a little bit extra head support, which is kind of nice. The fabric, I don't think I said, the fabric here is so soft. It almost feels like a suede. It's really, really nice, soft, luxury kind of feeling fabric. I like it a lot. The straps here on the side have 2 directional pulls, which is really great because if you're doing a back carry, it's just easier to pull this way. So if you're doing a back carry, you can tighten it that way, and then, or you can tighten it, and if you're doing a front carry, you can also use these straps to tighten it, which is really nice to be able to tighten it in both directions. So, oh, and also the straps cross, like the other carriers we're reviewing today. You just unbuckle them here, and then you can cross them around so that you can get that better weight distribution on your back. There we go. So when you want to transfer to a outward carry, you're going to take it off, and there's like a drawstring. It's kind of like a drawstring buckle here. It looks like a pair of sweatpants. The drawstring on a pair of sweatpants or a hoodie jacket. Let's see. There we go. So what's neat about the way that the piccolo adjusts here is that you can really adjust it at any size. So when your little one is still really little, you can do a more narrow inward facing just at the exact right width that their little legs need. And the same thing for the outward face. You can really adjust it to get the correct width for them. So you just pull the little string there. And again, you wear it higher up on your waist. There you go. And then when you put them in the front facing, they've got their nice narrow seat. There you go. So, the legs sticking out. Yeah, there we go. So then you can go, it's a really easy switch from inward face to outward face. Nothing crazy that you have to do. I really like the CatbirdBaby for the piccolo for kind of just a go-to, just grab and run. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy, but it has a lot of really great features, and the way that it carries is just really, really nice. So last I have the Lillebaby Airflow Complete here. I heart the Lillebaby Airflow Complete. Mostly because here in Texas, it is, like I said, it is blazing hot in the summer, and you have this mesh. I wish I can see you. I know you can't see me, but I can see you through this. It is a nice, breathable mesh. You don't have any heavy padding, which it's nice and it is soft, but there's no heavy padding. There's not solid, hot fabric holding a 98-degree baby to you in the 105-degree weather outside. So I love the Lillebaby Airflow. It has a nice thick pad right here. Nice muffin top hider. You don't have a buckle hitting you in the back because you have this wonderful back support piece right here. And then when you buckle it, there are no buckles touching your body, which is great. The buckle has padding behind it. You have an adjustable back support piece and a nice wide piece right here. You have a newborn insert. Mr. Bear's too big for the newborn insert, but you do have a newborn strap for when they're smaller to keep them from falling out, so it's a nice little safety feature. And you can take it out when your babe is too big for it. I feel like this one's kind of like army issue. There are little straps and buckles hanging off everywhere, but that's what makes it so awesome. So you just roll these little strings up when you get it adjusted correctly, and you won't have that problem. So we're gonna put Mr. Bear in. You have a head support here that's adjustable. It snaps in, or you can pull it up and buckle it in here, like so. The hood is really annoying. The hood does not stay in. You can roll this sucker up and stick it in this pouch 100 times, and you're gonna look out, and it's gonna be hanging out like this. So just get used to it. It's not the end of the world. It's not super cute, and it's not all nice and neat, but you're not gonna get the hood to stay in. The hood's a nice breathable mesh also, and you're gonna pull it back and snap it in, and it's gonna keep the sun and the noise in the dark. You're gonna have that nice hood right there. The colors are pretty plain. There aren't any really nice patterns. I guess it's because it's the mesh. I think you have 3 or 4 color options, but nothing that's nice and fun and flashy and cute, but it gets the job done. Even with the hood here, you have little adjustable straps here, so you can really hold their head in tight if you want to when they're really little, or if they have normal sized baby heads, it can be nice and loose, so you can really get their head held in well. The side straps, you do have multi-direction, so it's the same thing. You can pull back or you can pull forward depending on what's most comfortable for you. And then even the back buckle here, you have this nice little pad that's going to keep it from digging in your back if that was ever a problem. And then when you go to outward facing, this is the biggest downside of the Lillebaby here. When you want to do outward facing, you're going to have to take the whole thing off. You have to unthread it, so you have to pull your back support out. And then you're going to pull this snap off, pull this piece out. Same thing on this side, unsnap, pull it out, and then these flaps are going to go in. There's a little tab here. It's going to get that for you. And then here's the more narrow seat now. You do have to, if you want your back support on, you have to string that back through. I really do wish there was an easier way to get it smaller. This would be probably, if it was in cuter patterns and it was easier to adjust this part, this would be the perfect baby carrier. But this is going to be for when your littles are not quite big enough just to go in the wide seat. Maybe their legs won't spread that far just yet. This gives them a more narrow seat when they're facing in, and then does the narrow seat for facing out. Now Mr. Bear can check out whatever's going on. Big brother running around Costco, or mommy having beer at the beer festival, wherever you feel like you want to take your little nug. They don't know where they are yet, so you should have no guilt. There we go. Okay, so, and like I said, you're not going to keep, I can tuck this thing in. When this piece is down, it does hold it in a little bit better, but you're just not going to keep that hood in there. That's okay. And you do have, unlike the other ones, there's a nice little zipper pouch here. I don't like putting my phone up against the baby. I don't know, there's something, radiation and whatnot, but keys, wallet, credit card, fruit snacks, whatever it is that you want to carry around with you, your flask, nobody's going to know what's in there. But you can keep your stuff in there, and it's nice and breathable. There are options. They do have a solid fabric one that comes in cuter colors. They also have, there's one where you can unzip right here and you roll a panel down and then you have the mesh. But for here in Texas, when it is so hot, I like the mesh all the way around. I think it really helps.